It's hard to make a vampire movie feel fresh, but that's what director Ryan Coogler has done with perhaps his best film to date, expertly marrying the old Survive the Night premise, which has paid such hefty dividends for everything from Assault on Precinct 13 to From Dusk Till Dawn. Coogler's made an emotional, blood-soaked vampire epic that may well go down as a classic of its kind. So in this one, twin brothers Smoke and Stack, both played by Michael B. Jordan, return to the Jim Crow-era southern hometown to open up a juke joint. While anticipating trouble from the clan, it turns out they have another nemesis that they could have never anticipated. So running 137 minutes, Sinners takes its time building up the atmosphere of Smoke and Stack's southern home, with us getting to know a disparate cast of characters, all of whom you become emotionally involved with by the time the carnage starts, and they start getting picked off. Chief among them are Smoke and Stack themselves, with them World War I veterans who've made a chunk of cash they plan on using to open a roadhouse that can serve their community and hopefully also make them rich. Of the two, Smoke is the more thoughtful one and is eager to pick up again with his one-time lover, a medicinal healer who serves the community and is played by Wunmi Mosaku. On the other hand, Stack is more of a hustler, but he's also emotionally involved with a white woman, Mary, played by Hailee Steinfeld, that they grew up with, who still loves him. Meanwhile, there's their blues-playing cousin, Miles Kenton's Sammy, whose talent is so fierce it can't help but wake up a demonic force they all have to contend with. This comes in the form of Jack O'Connell's Irish vampire Remick, who tries to lure them in with not only the promise of eternal life, but also finally some sensible quality, which is something that's kind of hard to come by in this town they're stuck in. Coogler does an excellent job evoking the time and place with gorgeous 276:1 Ultra Panavision lensing by Autumn Durald Akropa, which opens up to full 144:1 IMAX during many key sequences in a superb use of the format. While the horror and action elements are plentiful and will no doubt be what really draws in an audience, there's more to that than Sinners. In fact, it's almost a quasi-musical with a blues-driven score which contains several songs produced by Ludwig Göransson, and which in turn are sung by Kenton and O'Connell's character, with Remick's appeal partly being the fact that his musical appreciation gives him such a unique flavor. Coogler really does a masterful job mounting the film, so much so that even the first half, which plays more like a blues-infused historical drama, plays exceptionally well. There are some jaw-dropping moments that could have fallen apart in another director's hands and how ambitious they are. Yet even a moment where Kenton's playing conjures up musicians from the past, present, and future with beatboxers, record spinners, electric guitar players, all sounding kind of absurd, but it works brilliantly and is one of the film's finest scenes. At the same time, horror and action fans will be well served with loads of carnage and action. Jordan, as always, is more than capable as an action hero, one of the best to emerge in the last few years. Yet it's the emotional aspect of the film that makes it so good, with Jordan's doomed romance with Steinfeld given heft with her a plain-spoken, headstrong but kind woman who, more than anyone, knows how dangerous her love can be in the Jim Crow-era South. Plus, there's Delroy Lindo as a worn-out old bluesman who finds himself reinvigorated by Kenton's talent. And then there's Mosaku's Annie, whose fierce love protects our heroes when things get crazy. Hopefully audiences will turn out to see Sinners in droves. It's the kind of elevated blockbuster a guy like Christopher Nolan churns out pretty regularly, and he actually earns a thank you in the credits, with Coogler really working at that level here. It's an invigorating piece of work that I can't wait to see again, and also stay put during the credits. I give this one a superb 9 out of 10, and boy did I have a good time with it.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.